Hey everybody, it's Alex from Heavy New York. Today we are at the Market Hotel in Brooklyn, and today we are here with Earthless. Thank you so much.
Howdy.
Man.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. Happy record release day.
Thanks, man.
It's finally out. Black Heaven's officially out. How's it feel to finally have it out?
It feels great. We've been waiting a while, and it's here. I love it when stuff comes to be, like today. It's great.
Absolutely. And now you're, like 5 records deep into it, so.
Oh, probably, yeah. Probably something like that. 5 records. Yeah.
But
more.
One question I really had with this record was, this is like really the first time where you had like a lot of incorporating more vocals and more singing onto the record. Was there a specific reason why you decided to do it this time?
No, we just ended up having songs with vocals on them. We did not intend for the album to have that many songs with vocals. We were thinking maybe one track, but it ended up the stronger of the songs that we recorded and had ready to go at the studio. They had vocals, so we're like, what the hell? Let's just mix it up for fun.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Now, being that a lot of your music previously was mainly instrumental, did incorporating vocals maybe allow you to bring in some newer elements instrumentally?
I don't know. I felt it was a pretty similar process to what we've done before. We just wrote and okay, the song needs vocals, so let's just put vocals on it. And I don't know, it didn't feel really, I don't know, it doesn't feel a whole lot different, like in the process or any of like the mindset.
Okay.
For me, it didn't, but yeah.
But what I've always liked is how you incorporate instrumentals and stuff. So does something in your music, like, do you have to like hear something, be like that song needs vocals, or does it just happen subconsciously?
I don't know. For me, you fill out the song. It's like, yes, this is a vocal song. Something if it feels bare, for the songs that we have vocals on, some of them they felt bare. Not all of them, because there's a couple instrumental tracks. But the ones that felt bare, it's like it needs something else. Let's put vocals. Like, I don't know. If you're playing like rhythm guitar, I can't do like a melody line to kind of fill in that space. So put in vocals.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I've always considered your music to be fairly experimental. Have a lot of different elements. Like I saw elements of classic rock from the Sabbath and Zeppelin days into some newer elements. Like I've heard somebody compare you guys to Animals as leaders and stuff like that with the instrumental elements.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, being that your music is so experimental, do you tend to like to try new things when making new music, or do you have a formula that you prefer to stick with?
We are always open to something new. It's nice to keep things fresh. I know we do have our sound and, somewhat of a formula, especially with the instrumental songs that we have, but no, open all the time for whatever the song wants, whatever the vibe wants. Yeah, I mean, we'll maybe write an acoustic song or just something more like tribal acoustic. I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just whatever we feel like.
Okay, so does it kind of start off with maybe a little improv as well?
A lot of songs in our past, have started out by us jamming, and we record the jams and like, okay, that was cool. Let's do that. For this album, the song Black Heaven, Mike and Mario kind of had that. A lot of it pieced together themselves, so they did that. I brought in a couple songs from home, brought into the table. So it comes from individuals bringing it in. It comes from jamming. The song "Electric Flame," when we were rehearsing to go record the record, that song was written in one of the practices before we went to record, and we just built it and had fun with it. And that song just came out of just jamming and practicing.
Yeah. And what I've always found interesting too is that, you have like a lot of song lengths between like the 5 and 8 minute mark, so kind of like maybe a little bit of a cliche question, but how do you know when a song is done?
It tells us when we feel like, it's come to its end, the conclusion. We just feel it out, and it feels like we don't need to add any more. Like Volt Rush, the really short ones, under 2 minutes, I think, it just felt perfect as is. It's like, and we thought it was kind of funny that we're doing like a 2-minute song.
It's so rare nowadays.
For us, I mean, maybe for Mario's other band, Off, or something like punk bands or hardcore, yeah, it's not super rare. But for us, yeah, that's, I don't know. We're like, really? All right, what the hell? There it is. It's done.
Okay. Now, going more into the songwriting process, some bands, they are very guitar driven, so they think of a riff and they write according to that. Some bands start off with drums. How does it start off for Earthless?
It starts all those ways. Sometimes Mario will have a beat, and then Mike or myself will play to that, and it can inspire a whole song, or, yeah, I'll write a part, like a couple songs again. I kind of had already mapped out, and then I shared them with the guys. So it starts in, I think, every way imaginable.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually interesting. Does that, depending on who starts off with, affect the outcome of the song?
It gets the ball rolling, and I'll add something to something that Mike's done, or vice versa, just kind of snowballs into what the final song sounds like.
Excellent. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Earthless is from San Diego, right?
Yes.
So San Diego's home to, well, maybe not in similar style as you guys, but it's the home to As They Lay Dying and Atreyu, and I think Avenged Sevenfold's from there. I could be wrong, but a lot of great rock and roll bands. So for you guys, how was it getting into the scene out there?
It was good. We come from the background, like the punk and maybe some of the hardcore stuff, experimental. Like Mario was in a band, Ikatawi, 411. Mike played in the band Boilermaker. Kind of a lot of more, I don't know what the right word is for the style, but it's definitely rock oriented, But when we first started playing, there wasn't anyone around us that we knew that were doing what we were doing, like a psychedelic kind of 60s, 70s psychedelic rock and roll, especially in the jam world.
Yeah, I was thinking of Vanilla Fudge when I heard it.
Rad. Nice. I like them. There wasn't a whole lot of that going on. Mike was in a band called Electric Nazarene, and they were doing kind of the heavier Sabbath thing. But yeah, for my recollection, there wasn't a lot going on, and our peers and all that. Yeah.
Okay, because you always hear all the thrash bands came from the same area, like all the death metal bands coming from Tampa. So I was
right,
but thinking of how I was curious on how your style would come from the land of Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah, I don't know. I would kind of peg us as being more of like a San Francisco band, because there's a lot more music that's similar to what we do up there already, I think, maybe LA, but San Diego, to my knowing of what was going on then, which isn't to say there was stuff that was happening like that, but I didn't know really much going on like that.
Okay. So before we go, I first of all want to thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
On Record Release Day.
Thank you
it's
very much.
It's a national holiday here in New York.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. But, always the question that I have to ask in every interview, what could we be expecting from Earthless in 2018, for the rest of 2018?
A lot of touring. We're going to be playing a lot of shows all over the planet. So, that's going to be the main thing.
Yeah, you just announced a European tour, I believe.
Yeah, we're going to Europe April for a few weeks. There's stuff on the horizon. Yeah, there's a lot announcements that will be made.
Excellent. Well, again, man, thank you so much
Thanks,
for your time.
Alex. Cheers, man.
Everybody,
Thank
this
you.
is Alex from Heavy New York here with Earthless. It is officially out now, Black Heaven. Be sure to pick it up. You do not want to miss it. And we will see you next time on Heavy New York.
Cheers, y'all.